I kind of like fighting a little, but then it's like cage fighting is too bloody for me.
Yeah.
I'm so girly girl. I can't.
I'm
deal with
only
it.
interested if Timmy's involved, and then I get really nervous because I don't want him to lose.
All right. Ah, perfect. I see it. I'm gonna share it real quick. Make sure my volume is down. Who's 23?
Oh, that's the other girl from the other show.
And you just think of that now?
Be the police officer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's 17. I mean, you look old, but I don't
Do
know.
I?
No, I just.
She looks 23, guys. Did you know that? All right, I'm just going to share it on my wall real quick. Did you have any other questions for me before we got started?
Not really. Is there like a specific time? Do I play like after we do an interview thing?
So
or, like...
what it will be is we'll talk about some of your music, and I'll be like, and what song were you looking to play for us today?
Alright,
What
cool.
is it about? And then you can play it. Like,
Alright,
I'll
cool.
motion it to you. I'm not just going to be like, give you dead air to make you like, oh my God, what song to think of.
Okay, cool.
You'll be okay, I promise. And the funny thing is, sometimes when you do talk to me, the hour flies by, and it's sad. So we go a little over sometimes, but we'll see what happens.
So, like you said, 3 or 4 songs?
Yeah,
Alright,
as many
cool.
as you want to do, even if you
I have
feel
4
like,
ready.
Yeah, if you want to do 4 because you want to get your songs more out there before like the interview, I mean, that's totally fine too, because I want to help with both.
Alright, cool.
And I know you have some upcoming gigs we're going to promote. I know you have something on Saturday. Sorry, I do my research too. So, something right this Saturday?
That was last Saturday.
Oh, that was last Saturday.
But
okay.
I do have March 2nd at Groove Ground in New Jersey.
Okay. All right, so we'll promote that too.
And in
my birthday's the next day, March 3rd.
Awesome.
Thank you, 21. Wow. Yeah, I'm the youngest radio host ever. Yes. All right, so we are on. Did you guys get it as well? Or were you able to see it on DJ Danny's show?
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'll share it once it gets started.
No problem. All right, we have a few minutes. And then you have some songs that you're going to start with, right? I mean, like, you know the songs you're going to play and so
Oh,
forth?
yeah.
Okay, perfect. And did you guys have any other questions? Okay. That sounds good. But at first, when you heard her talking about, the radio show, did you guys feel a little sketchy about just driving up here? Make sure it's a real place versus, like, a basement or abusive house?
Feel that way a little bit because we do a lot of this, not so much a lot of radio shows, but a lot of
Podcast.
going into.
Yeah.
Once you get into the research on you, we felt a little.
Okay. And then if I didn't have any research and then you came, then you would have been like, where the heck are we? And like not feel comfortable at all. Yeah. That's why I try to keep my research very easy. And I know when you Google me, I have like a couple of things that come up. So that helps a lot too to explain who I am.
And I think once I told them that you guys had followers and stuff, and I was like, look, this is real.
It's legit.
Yeah, and I got excited. It was kind of like, because most of the time I'm like, oh, this person contacted me. Is this okay? Like they have 50 followers and they're in an apartment.
No. That's scary.
We did a podcast like that.
5.
5 people listened. Yeah.
That sounds weird. It sounds a little sketchy
Yeah, and
too.
his
But you were
cats were
safe.
everywhere.
There were cats?
Yeah, several cats.
I love cats.
I love cats as well. I have 4.
I have 2. I have 2 cats and 1 dog.
I have 4 cats. My mom is a really big fan of Persian cats. You know, the fluffy ones with the
Oh,
smush faces. So we
yes.
have 3 of them.
Like, oh, that's so cute.
I love them.
They're furry with their like beautiful, beautiful long tail.
But you have to brush them out
Yeah.
a lot.
Do they get matted? Be honest.
If you don't brush them, yeah.
Female does a little bit.
Uh huh.
The males love being brushed.
They'll follow you around.
Like they want to be brushed. They're always beautiful.
Are you a cat person too, Tony?
I like our cats.
Okay.
I wouldn't say
A cat person, but you like your pets.
dog. I would say I'm a dog person, but I like our cats.
You like your cats. Well, that's good. That's very good.
We have a little dog too.
We have a tortoiseshell and a black short hair. Yeah.
Love torties.
Tortoiseshell.
Little, she's a little English Staffy.
Oh.
Little pit bull, whatever you want to say.
Oh.
She's old and beautiful.
She's 11.
Oh my gosh.
Her name's Sadie Mae.
Oh, that's so cute. You guys have so many cute names. Oh my gosh.
She's my best friend.
Aw. It's okay. My cat is too, except for when she doesn't pee on my bed.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
cat peed in my closet once, and I hated him for like days.
Yeah, I'm like blocking it to come in my room for right now because she tried to get back at us when we had her in the downstairs on the steps. Like close the door down there. They
Yeah.
get very spiteful, especially black cats. Holy cow! They're very rambunctious and crazy.
We raised kittens once. It was really intense.
Oh, did you guys have to milk
We bottle fed them,
fed?
yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then they learn how to bite you.
Oh, that's not
And
nice.
you would hear them meowing from the room we took care of. Like, we had a designated room.
Yeah.
And you open the door and they like latch onto you. Like, they will jump on you. Like little
Yeah.
baby kittens. Like, they're like, and all
Like
you,
hanging. And you
yeah,
just
it
feel
feels
the
like
claws.
thorns in your leg. It was terrible. I mean, it was great because it was kittens, but it was like so
That's
much
not
work.
the ones you have now, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we had to get rid of them.
Oh, okay. But you found a nice house and
Yeah.
perfect. Awesome. All right. I'm just gonna go to my page so I can see it. All right, guys. For everybody in Facebook land, we are starting in a minute. Who are we opening up with, Dad?
I got Jennifer for you
Okay.
right now. You have to tell me ahead of time because, you know, I'm so busy with other stuff here.
It's okay. Or do you have Roger?
I have Roger.
Okay. We can open with Roger. That's Squidward.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually hear he was on my show. But I mean, there's proof. I think we have the show somewhere. We're going to put it out there.
Yeah, it'll be on Spreaker. This show will be on Spreaker too eventually, probably.
What'd you say? Yeah? Yep. Yes, it is.
Disney Nickelodeon people on, yeah, she's.
I mean, one thing before we go live real quick. Have you guys seen Sweet of Zach and Cody?
Yes.
I had Adrian Armante, who's Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya del Rio Ramirez. Esteban, the bellhop.
Anthony Michael Hall was.
That's insane. Oh my goodness.
I know, I was fangirling. And actually, we have him too.
You know, he was in Breakfast Club.
I'm sorry, I just want to go to my feed real quick so I can watch it.
Walt was on the radio, and Anson Williams. There's so many people. A lot of rockers. Roger Neal from Foghat,
It's not going on my page, I don't know why.
from White Snake.
Cool.
Geez, so many.
I'm just making sure I can do it.
No problem.
Eddie Money, Rick Springfield. We were actually invited to the concerts in like the United States. It was awesome.
All right.
Recognize this as a real radio station compared to others that are just like you said, podcasts.
To just find it out. All right, Dad, we can get started.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna turn your mics off.
Okay.
Hi there, this is Roger Bumpus, the actor, not the real person. I'm the voice of Squidward Tentacles on SpongeBob SquarePants, and I'm saying you're listening to DJ Danny. Of course, I am too, but then I'm on DJ Danny, so I'm actually contributing to what you're listening to. So have a great day. Oh, I think I hurt myself.
Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, 2018. Welcome to the DJ Danny Show on HamiltonRadio.net stream HR2. I'm your host, DJ Danny. I'm joined in the studio with Kennedy Shaw. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi.
And you know what's really crazy? You're 17, right?
Yeah.
You don't look it. And you don't, I mean, I'm sure you act it, but you don't act it here. You seem very mature, and you seem like you're 20.
Thank
I'm
you.
20, so I feel like I could vibe with you, and we can, like, go to a bar or something, but you're going to get ID'd, so that's really not
No.
going to happen anytime soon. But I'm so glad to have you here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
So let's start from the beginning, because I really only know a little bit about you before, like, some research. So where did music come from for you?
I'm really the only musical one in my immediate family, I think. But I kind of just kind of was like it never like happened. It was just always there. Like when I was little, there's videos of me singing and like singing my own songs that I made up on the top of my head to my family in like a diaper probably.
Diaper.
And then I like learned how to play piano. I tried lessons, but it didn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I taught myself, and it just kind of happened that way. I always knew I wanted to like have success in the music industry. I told myself in middle school that I wanted to be on the red carpet by 16, and that was my goal. And then like I realized that wasn't very realistic, and like
yeah. Or you have to push further, especially
Yeah.
like to get there versus
Yeah.
16 because you're 17. So
Yeah.
you missed your goal. But you
I
have to
missed
make
my
it go
goal,
higher.
but yeah.
Now, how would you how did you pursue piano in your career? Like, was this an instrument that you wanted to start off with, and this is something where you think you're more comfortable in versus like guitar or ukulele?
I never really sat down and like decided what instrument I wanted to do. I kind of just there was a piano in my music class, so I went for that. And instead of going to lunch, I would skip and I would go to play piano. That was 5th grade. And the music teacher must have been so annoyed with me looking back. But he never really said anything. And then I got like a little keyboard from Toys R Us when my dad took me. And it just kind of was like the only instrument that I ever considered.
And what you wanted to start with?
Yeah. I play a little bit of guitar, but not much really. I'm kind of just sticking to piano.
And you like piano? Like, it's easier for you? 'Cause
Yeah,
you said you
I
felt
feel
more
like-
comfortable with it.
Yeah, I feel a real connection to my instrument, and so I don't feel that way with anything else.
Do you have a name for your instrument?
Yes, I do.
What is your name for your instrument?
Amos?
And why is that?
Tori Amos. She was a pianist in the 90s. She brought feminist punk to a piano scene, and so I really love that.
So Amos. It's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
So starting back from, starting with your career and everything, what really inspired you to pursue singing? There had to have been some people you grew up listening to, even
Yeah.
it was on the radio, just to push you to be like, this
so-
is what I want to do.
I really looked up to people like Tori Amos. People in the radio, I admire pop song structure. I think that it's hated on way too often.
That's very true.
That
But it depends on the beat. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's different now, and it's horrible. But go on.
But it's intro, verse, chorus, verse 2, bridge, chorus, outro. That's the structure of what I grew up listening to on the radio. And so I would learn from that and say, okay, I have something that I'm feeling most of the time, like a boy in 5th grade didn't like me and I left letters in his locker. So I'm going to write down how I feel in that song structure, and then I'm going to like sing about it. So I think I don't know if they inspired me so much as inspired me to learn more.
Okay, but is a lot of it from like your writing? Is it mostly from your life?
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
it all like inspiration?
It's all from my life. I don't really write anything that hasn't happened to me.
That's amazing because a lot of people, as you could tell, like it's from their inspirations of the music and stuff. It depends on versus, like, say it was Taylor Swift that was your inspiration. They would write something that's catchier more to that her or to get someone picked up versus themselves. And then when they perform it, you could tell that they're not really there because that song doesn't mean anything to them. It's just money,
Yeah.
which is really sad because that's like how our industry is like turning.
Yeah,
sadly.
totally.
So do you remember your very first song that you wrote?
I don't know
Even
if
if
it's
it
my,
was when you were younger.
Yeah, I don't know if it definitely wasn't my first song, but the first song that I performed in front of more people than my family was probably in 6th grade. I wrote a song called Chasing September because of the Green Day song Wake Me Up in September.
Oh, that's cute. That's nice.
And
Was it like a parody version?
no, it was completely different. It was like a little just this. Over and over.
Okay, so it was piano though.
It was piano, and I sang it for like a school rock band thing. I didn't get into rock band, so I had to like do my own separate.
Was it like an
thing.
audition?
No, it was for like a middle school show.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
And how did you feel when you first did that? Because that was your first time, performing in
Yeah.
front of a bigger audience.
That was the first time I played piano in front of people. But before that, I had vocal recitals because I used to take vocal lessons. So I was kind of used to being in front of people. I think being behind the piano felt a lot better, though.
Because you didn't really have to stand or sing, right? Or like stand while you're singing.
Yeah, I didn't have to stand, and also it just feels kind of like a little protective gear. Like I feel awkward now if I'm just singing. I don't know what to do with my hands anymore.
That's true. So what would happen though if the keyboard was taken away from you when you were just singing?
I think I'd be okay. I'm pretty
Like
decent
just
under
clutch on the
pressure.
microphone like
yeah,
a lot of celebrities
I do that a lot.
Because you got to put your hand somewhere, or like on your side, or like at your lap, or something.
Behind my head.
I don't know. That's not the Macarena. But it's good that you're building yourself up there. Now, when you first started your vocal lessons, do you remember like what your teacher was and what your favorite
Oh my
memory
goodness. Okay, yeah. So my first vocal lessons was from a woman named Miss Jane, and I was like 7. I was
Okay.
really little, and I was a terrible singer when I was young. Me and my mom just talked about this a few days ago. I was terrible. It was bad to listen to. So we got lessons, and I sang in Latin, and it was always really religious music. And I don't come from a super religious family, so it was kind of awkward, you know.
Is
But-
that what she gave you, or is that what you wanted to learn?
That's what she gave me. I didn't
Oh,
really
okay.
pick my songs at this point. And then I wasn't really happy doing that after like a year or 2. I don't remember how long they were. It was very vague memories of like being in an old woman's house. And
Sounds like a horror movie.
yeah, it was
Go on.
weird. And then I got some lessons from another teacher who was really strict on me, and I think that was harder emotionally, but it taught me a lot more.
I definitely did. Well, I was gonna say, do you remember any of the advice that one of them told you for you to pursue your dream now?
I remember
Like something
the
that's-
audition for the harder teacher that I went to. I cried because I was so scared. I was so nervous and anxious, and my mom and my grandma was there, and I just could not sing the song. I think I was supposed to sing like some Broadway song, maybe like an Annie thing, and I just couldn't do it. So he said, "Sing what you want to sing." And so I sang, I forget what it was. I think maybe like The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow instead. And I sang that, and he said, "I can tell you're really nervous and you need a lot of work, but there's something about you that you have that a lot of kids would just cry and leave." And you stayed and you like cried, but you still sang.
Yeah. And
So-
you sang like over that emotion,
Mhm.
which pushed you to pursue, and that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, and so he said he would give me lessons because I did it. And so I think that taught me a lot about endurance in the music industry.
So then, fast forward a couple years when you were a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
and you were in school and stuff. Did you do any like theater?
Well, I did theater in 5th grade, and it was really fun. I was Miss Hannigan.
Oh, Annie!
Yeah, I was.
Oh my God, I love Annie.
But I went to a performing arts high school,
Okay.
and you get to pick your major, so I picked instrumental. And I could have been in any of the plays, but I kind of realized that, like, the way I want to ham it up on stage isn't in the theater sense. It's kind of, I have one niche, and I think it's this.
Okay.
So-
and this was something that like the piano was like pulling to your
Yeah,
heart.
I just wanted to really master what I loved before I, like, dabbled in anything else.
versus anything else.
Yeah, I was always pretty sure of myself when it came to piano.
Well, that's good. That's very good. But it's always good to like. I know you still have a attention for this, but like, if you like messing around with other instruments
Yeah,
too,
totally.
because you feel different connections with each one. Like this one's probably your heart, like your full heart. Like if
Yeah.
anyone took it away, you would cry completely.
Yes.
As you were starting guitar, guitar is something where you're just like you don't feel great. Like you feel not really that good about, and something to show people. It's like insecurity. You know, like you're
Yeah.
trying to hide it, but you know you want to get better in it.
Yeah, totally.
So it's
and,
like each instrument can speak to you differently.
and I appreciate each instrument equally. I'm really trying to understand what each instrument and skill can do for me when it comes to recording music. So I want to be able to play bass. I want to be able to play guitar. One day I'd like to be able to play drums so I don't have to hire all these people to come in the studio for me.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be. And what's the biggest career, the biggest like step for you? What's your future?
Right
What do you
now?
see in your future? Yeah.
I'm recording my full-length album,
Okay.
and I'm going to college for music, but music business, so I want to know how to promote myself better and really get out there.
And
I
learn.
think that and I think that with Make On Machine, I just didn't promote it well enough. I think it was an okay first step for a 15-year-old who wants to sing about a boyfriend, but I think I've changed so much since then. I'm ready to manage myself.
Yeah, and maturity comes out with all that as well.
And the business industry is 90% of it. You can see on the radio, like, there's people that really just don't have the talent, and somehow they did it, and it's because of music business.
It's definitely that, and it also includes who's paying the big money to get
Yeah.
on the radio. That like the Friday song that came out by Rebecca Black, like
Yeah, completely.
you know,
Yeah.
what I mean, like it's intense music because everybody thinks it's so addictive and it's garbage to your ears, but everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's something to make fun of, and I think that, like, and I hate saying the word, but I think like the whole like internet meme thing,
That
it's
blew up.
Yeah, it's a
That
thing.
really did.
It's a thing, and it happens,
And
and it's real.
And I feel like it can happen, like anybody could just take a picture of that Snapchat and then put a quote or that picture, and then you're just internet for life.
Yeah.
Because everybody will use that meme for everything, for no reason, but just because it's like iconic and amazing.
Like
So-
that girl that was on Dr. Phil, she has music now that's on the radio.
I know about her.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Cash Me Outside. How about that?
Oh no. Oh, this is cursed.
So let's talk about Make Out Machine.
Okay.
So first of all, where did the title come from? Like,
I
if you
was
could explain.
honestly, the whole title came to my head one day, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I got to put that in a song sometime. And it didn't really come up until I had like my first high school breakup. I was like 15, and you're doing the whole sad thing. So I ended up putting it in a song because I feel like it's pretty relatable. I think anybody, especially when you're young and naive, you kind of, when you feel like you've been used after a relationship, you feel that way.
Exactly.
And so I was
You
just
feel beaten up too.
yeah, and so I kind of just wanted the whole album or EP to represent that feeling of like I've been used, and I just feel like, am I even a person at this point? So that's what that title is.
No, but if you can explain that to other people, why it would be called Make Out Machine. Like I was reading in your press kit you sent me. It's more to get like the feeling for girls that are like insecure or whatever to like
Yeah,
release
yeah.
themselves.
To like
and-
use your talents and like feel that, not to hide your emotions. A lot of girls feel like they're oppressed in their emotions because they don't want to look like the teenage girl who's crying and like, I'm a mess. And that's really made fun of in the media. And I mean, there's a reason, I suppose. But I think,
bullying's the reason.
yeah. But I think that if more girls understood that like you're human, you're allowed to be upset, use your talents and take that aggression out on something that's going to really like kick butt. I don't know if I can say bad words here, but
That's not a bad word. You're fine. I don't think you curse, so you'll be okay.
then do it, you know?
Of course. Conquer it.
Yeah.
Now, what song did you want to have, your first song that you wanted to play for us today?
I was going to play a song called Foolery, if that's okay.
Of course. Whatever you'd like to play. Any way to promote yourself.
I'm drinking loneliness from a coffee cup, but when the drink gets cold and my lips get stuck, who will warm the water, babe? Set me free. Because I'm big and brave from head to toe, and I'm old enough to know how to carry my weight when I'm traveling alone. When the Pontiac skies are unamusing, when the psychedelic solos fail to move me, oh, I stand still but never coolly. I'm not that cool, babe, but I'm a fire in the dark. I put the light in your spark. You'll never find my heart, my heart, my heart. This is foolery. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, this is foolery. Was she a demon of deception? Was she your succubus at last? Playing a chorus of delusional hymnals with the traditional Christian mass. Well, now the locals are all gathered to witness Make Out Machine. I'll be your hometown hero boy with a pen and a set of keys. But when the Pontiac skies are unamusing, when the psychedelic solos fail to move me, well, I stand still but never coolly. I swear I'm not that cool, babe, but I'm a fire in the dark. I put the light in their spark. You'll never find my heart, my heart, my heart. jacket, my approach is clean. I'm not into theater, but a drama queen. And my eyes are all blurry from last night's routine. I wake up to go back at you, always on the scene. Got a maverick jean jacket, my approach is clean. I'm not into theater, but a drama queen. I've got a riot girl temper and a real big dream. Wake up to go back at you, always on the scene. Foolery. Foolery. Maverick jean jacket, my approach is clean. I'm not into theater, but a drama queen. I'm just trying to get my acne on a magazine. Wake up to go back at you, always on the scene. Foolery. Foolery. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, your vocals. That's amazing. That's crazy. I'm so mind blown.
Thank
like
you so much.
I'm staring at my dad like, oh my gosh. I did.
Tori Amos. Yeah, I love Tori. Oh no, I'm drawing a
I
blank.
get Sarah Bareilles vibes from you.
Oh, I love her. I don't listen
Like-
to her on the regular, but
Yeah,
when
yeah.
she's on the radio, I turn it up. You know?
Yeah. No, I just feel like some of like your songs are like, you know, like the piano and stuff, because Sarah did
Yeah.
like the piano and stuff, so I
Yeah.
get vibes from that.
I love her.
I
love
couldn't think
so
of her
much.
name. I was going to say Sarah something, but I was like, finally I got her last name, so that helped a lot. It's amazing. So why the title of that song, For Foolery?
I got that. I wrote this song. I got a text from one of my old friends that I had some drama with, like high school girl drama.
Yeah.
And just trying to like start it back up again. And I kind of decided I was done with that. So I was like, this is foolery. And I was making a joke about it with my mom in the kitchen. And I was like, foolery. And like she thought it was funny for some reason. So I just kept on saying it. And then I went upstairs and I was like, this really is dumb. Like, this is dumb. I'm not gonna buy into this. And so I like, instead of trying to bring somebody else down, I decided to like bring myself up
Yeah.
and like write a song about,
joke about, yeah.
yeah, and
And make
kind of
it
write
comical.
like a cheeky song about it.
I like that. But your vocals, like, they're all different and stuff now. You're a soprano, right?
I think so. I mean,
Well-
I can do anything. I can do whatever, I guess.
Are you an alto? Are you more
Um,
low or high?
In middle school choir, I was an alto. That's the last time I've really. I sang a soprano part in high school, for a little bit.
Well, since you're growing, you're probably getting higher, so you're a soprano completely,
Mhm.
which is good though. Do you like that range?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much technicality when it comes to vocals anymore. Like I used to be really into it, but now I'm like, I love instrumentation and like working on,
Just changing it up.
yeah, and like chord progressions and like when you go in the studio, what can I add to this to make it like sound beautiful, and then like the vocals will add, you know?
Well, you said you like pop music. Is there any other genre that you like?
I love everything really.
Country?
Country's okay. I like country. I appreciate bluegrass, and I really like old country. I know it sounds weird, but I really love like rap and R&B and like old school rap.
No, that's not weird.
Yeah,
I mean, I
but
can
just
see
from
you
like
doing
from
it.
my genre that I play, like.
Of course.
But you'd be surprised on how much you can learn from rap artists. I'm serious. Like the way that they hype people up, the way that they write their songs.
Promotion.
Yeah, promotion. And that, and also punk music. I really like Bikini Kill and like old 90s girl bands, stuff like that. Pavement's a good one. That's not a girl band, but 90s
But I know
rock
what you're
band,
talking
yeah.
about. That's awesome though, for the way that you're like feel like you grew up in, to like use the generation to help you. Now, do you ever feel as if, say, like you got in a fight with your parents or something, would that become a song?
Sometimes.
If it's not like
It's kind
a
of like,
real intense situation.
yeah.
But like if it was like something about like
It's really weird. I write lyrics here and there, and I write instrumentation stuff here and there, but it's kind of like a cycle. Like I'll write like 20 songs in 2 months, and then I won't write for like 6 months, and I'll just have like these ideas, and then I record the other songs, that I wrote, and then I just like, it's like a cycle of writing and recording, and it kind of like, I think I have to put the floodgates down when I'm trying to work on something, like how I'm working on Girl Almighty right now. I don't let myself write music when I'm working on my albums.
But when you first started with Makeout Machine,
Mhm.
You said all the inspiration was like high school, or it felt
Yeah.
like it was like from an ex-boyfriend. But where did it all come from? Like the lyrics and stuff. What was,
my inspiration for the lyrics.
More as when you were writing the lyrics, when did it like? When did
did it
you
occur?
stop?
Oh, okay, so
You like continue keep writing? Like, did it take a whole month for the whole process of the like?
it
the
was
EP
weird.
process?
So Control Center was the first song I wrote off that, and that happened in the beginning of freshman year. And I didn't really think I was going to record an EP at all. Like, I didn't think that was going to happen to me. I knew that I loved music and I knew I wanted to continue my career, but there was no definite, here's the steps I need to take. I hadn't thought that far yet.
Yes.
So I had a boyfriend, broke up with him, wasn't too upset about it. And then I started dating someone from that school that I thought was, like, amazing, super cool. He was a bassist and, like, he had a band.
They
you know,
had
that
big
thing.
hands kind of situation.
Yeah. He had a car, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, a car.
Yeah, a car.
That makes us go crazy.
Yeah. And so I was like, this person is like so much cooler than me. Like, he's so cool. And then we dated and it didn't work out and we broke up and I was like heartbroken. So I wrote songs when we dated for him, like good songs. And then when we broke up, I wrote like 7 different versions of Make Out Machine before I was happy with it, just because I would come home and like ride my bike really hard and like sweat and cry when I was riding my bike. And then I would come home and I would play my guitar all mad. And because I didn't want to touch my piano, I was like mad at my piano.
You would break it.
Yeah. And so that lasted for like months. It lasted until like the end of the summer, and then it came out November in the fall.
And that was
And that was
the
it.
Make Out Machine.
Yeah.
And when did you release that?
November 20th, I think,
Was
of
it
2016.
2016?
Yeah, I
So
think
it's 3 years old, or 2 years old.
2.
2. Yeah.
2.
16,
I-
17, 18. Yeah.
I released it in the beginning of my junior year, yeah. The beginning of my junior year. And then right after it was released, I knew I had to start again.
And when you felt that you had to start again, did you feel like you wanted to switch it up completely too after that, like versus the one you had now?
Yeah,
With
I was happy with Make Out Machine for like the first 2 weeks. And then I listened to it a lot and I was like, I can do better than this. This isn't as good as I can do. And I was really disappointed in myself. So I took some time to really study music and go back and listen to the greats, you know, like, and I'm talking about stuff that's not even really in the singer-songwriter genre, like Marvin Gaye or like old soul or like.
did you listen to any beats as well? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like the music and stuff to like learn more on the piano, or how did that help?
I started listening more to the instrumentation around piano for sure. Like, oh no.
Sorry.
Like, if you listen
I
to
hit my
Tori
head.
Amos's Call to Light Sneeze, yeah, the harpsichord is the focus, but what's that? Dun, dun, you know, that thing in the back, you know, like that.
Yeah, so that's the stuff you start picking
Mhm.
out in other songs, which is
Yeah.
good because that means you have a great musical eye
Thank
or a
you.
musical ear.
Yeah.
I would be the lyrics. I'm sorry, it'd be musical ear most definitely. But that's
Yeah.
amazing because you're overcoming a lot,
Thank
and you're
you.
actually you're sprucing up higher than any other artist too.
Thank
With
you.
with what you're pursuing and how much you have and committed into this.
Thank you.
And if you could give advice to anyone that was listening in and they wanted to do the same thing that you did,
Yeah, totally. I think if I was talking to myself when I was a freshman or younger, I'd probably say that there's a lot of people who love music. There's a lot of people who think that they'll try. It's about who fails and gets back up. There's been plenty of times where I didn't get into rock band, where I didn't get into the choir I wanted to get into. I didn't get into jazz band in high school, where I felt like I wasn't good enough. And maybe you're not. So what? You know, you're gonna be pooped on a lot if you're gonna get anywhere.
mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it takes. People don't like to feel rejected.
What made you overcome that?
I just love music too much.
So was it you just like
I just love it. I just can't
drowned
stop.
yourself in music? To,
Yeah,
like,
I don't know what it is. There's no other way of expression, and I don't think I'd be happy doing anything else.
All right. So what song were you gonna play from your new album that you're releasing?
Ooh, okay. I'll do Heavy.
Okay.
I saw my baby in a fever dream. I'm getting high in timpani. Is it your way of getting off? Art school bands are all a scheme. And Guitar Boy's been testing me. I tell myself I'm not obligated to do any dirty work, but at this point I'm not too sure, and I'm heavy. Am I breaking your levee? Fevered. Honestly, girl, I'm not too sure. What if I don't want to? What if I'm unsure? And I'm like, could we just calm down now? Should I ask for more? Heavy. Am I breaking your levee? Fevered. Honestly, girl, I'm not too sure. He wants to make you feel small. He wants to make you feel small. Think you could make me feel? Thank you.
You know what's so crazy? How fast you play on the piano.
Thank you.
How long did that take? Seriously. Like remembering your hand.
Not as long as you would think. After you practice for like 3 hours, muscle memory kicks in. And then you don't have to think about it too much.
Well, that's good. When I used to do piano lessons, the situation with that was always horrible because I always had to use your hands to like start the
Yeah.
exercise, and I hated it. Oh, it made my hands hurt so bad too. But I'm glad you pursue it. I'm glad you love it. a
Thank
lot.
you.
I only learned 2 songs. It was Jolly Old St. Nicholas and Home on the Range.
But at least you know them.
A little bit. I remember the beginnings, so I mean they'll understand what
Yeah.
the songs are, but I don't know like them by heart anymore like I used to.
Yeah.
So the new album that we're working on,
Girl Almighty.
Girl Almighty, when is your release date, or when are you looking to release it?
It's kind of up in the air right now. I think I'm hoping before the fall. No promises, but it's coming along a lot faster than I thought it would, and I'm really excited.
And you said you did recording today before.
Yeah, I did. I've been doing recording once a week. I'm
Where do
going
you go?
Bob Bowling Audio in Atco, New Jersey, and it's amazing. And I suggest him for anybody who wants to record for
Bob Boliolio?
Bob Bowling Audio. Yeah.
Bowling Audio.
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't want to make fun of his name. I just didn't know you said it so fast. I
Sorry.
felt like it's okay.
But he's awesome. He cares about my music more than anyone I've ever worked with, and I really enjoy recording. Like I get excited instead of like nervous or like.
How many songs did you record a day? Or how many songs did you do today?
It really depends on what I'm doing. I'm trying to take more time on this record than I did with Make On Machine. We kind of went for a few sessions and banged it all out. But with this one, I want to really think and like go into detail. Like this is the album that I'm hoping will get me a lot of recognition.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm gonna promote the crap out of it. Like I'm going to. So I'm hoping that this is something that's gonna be a really big step in my career. So I want to care about the details this time. So if one song takes 4 sessions, so be it. You know, it depends on everything. Like
Now, when you would say though, like for it to be 4 sessions, is that because there's like one note, like or like you messed up, or how does that intake everything?
it's different every time. The first time I went for the song I just played, Heavy, we did a scratch track and we worked on drums, and that was all we did, and the drums weren't even finished. And the second time I went back, we worked on drums and we fixed some of the notes. Third time I did it, I added most of the instrumentation, and now we're just working on, we did vocals too, and now we're just working on perfecting little things and adding like those weird sounds you hear like that make things perfect, like the sound of a car engine in the background or something weird like that.
Oh, okay, to make it like
Yeah.
really? I don't know, car engine though? How would that?
Have you
Work
ever
with
heard
something.
do you listen to Tyler the Creator? No.
He scares me.
Yeah. Okay, well,
So that's a no. Sorry, I'll just be
his
honest.
new album, I'm not going to say the full title, but Flower Boy is a lot different. If you were scared of him before, I'm sure you wouldn't be this time. He opens up a lot on the record and doesn't talk about
Is he
like,
a rapper?
yeah,
Okay, he's a rapper.
but
Okay.
this is more of like he raps on it, but it's not even really a rap record anymore. It's kind of just like,
Singing?
and yeah, singing and like an infusion of everything almost. You'd have to listen to it to understand, but he has one song on it where the end is him like driving off and you can hear the car engine, and it was actually recorded, like his phone recorded the car engine sound.
Oh,
of his
okay,
car.
for him to like make it.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never
So, like,
heard of that,
things like
but that's iconic. That's
Yeah.
very amazing for people to pick up that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good that you listen for that. Now, for instance, say one of your favorite tracks, like, because you listen to the radio, right?
Mhm.
Do you like Taylor Swift?
Yeah, Taylor Swift is pretty good.
Okay, so like one of her songs you like, and there's like a famous or like there's a noise in the background. Is that something that like you pick out immediately after hearing the song a few times? Or how does that
Probably.
happen?
If I'm thinking about what I want to record, I try to like pick out everything separately. And like, is that bass line something I would like to do or something like it? Or is this drum track cool? Is it catchy? Like, I like to look at people and see their reactions to music more than anything. I want my music to play and get people's attention and make people want to sing along to it. So if somebody else is singing along to a song, I need to find out what makes them want to sing.
Okay. And another question I was going to say for you, for instance, say that you love your piano a lot and then you
Mhm.
like singing. So what comes first? Is it more of your lyrics and then your chords?
It depends. Like, sometimes I'll have chords waiting and I just can't find the right lyrics to them. I've had a few chord progressions that I write over like a million times and I still don't have a song for them. Or there's sometimes when I sit down at the piano and I have something I know I need to write about and something that I know I need to play, and it just happens together. And sometimes I have poems waiting that turn into songs. Most of my songs were poems first.
That's normally how I think a lot of songwriters start. They always start with poems, verses, and then work their way up to
Yeah.
songs. Because I think that's the easiest way for you guys to catch it.
Yeah.
Like you write a poem and first you might think it's not all that great, and then you could turn it around and make it a song with beautiful like melody, and
Mhm.
it's like your top hit
Yeah.
practically.
And words really are so much. And
Is somebody listening to my show?
I guess so.
Are you that? Are you peeping on me, Tony? Are you listening to my show? I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks, Dad. No, but oh, what was I saying?
Oh, we were talking about your chords.
Oh yeah, and it really just depends. But poetry is so overlooked too, and I love poetry. Like Sylvia Plath, and like I grew up knowing poetry because my mom's really big on poetry. So reading it.
Poetry teacher?
No, we're Masons. But she's really always taught me the power of words, and I think that's very underestimated a lot of times in music.
My mom loves English. She's a children's writer, so
Oh,
I
that's
know that that's
awesome.
something that she would look to with words, because words are very powerful depending on what you say, what you mean,
Mhm.
anything. Because somebody can take it so quickly to be so insulting or so positive. Like
Yeah.
it's so crazy.
And with
but-
music, it paints a picture the same way that the music does, the words do the same thing. You know.
Do you do music videos as well, or do you have some music videos?
I've never done a music video. I just really don't have the money or friends yet.
We do
but-
them here at Hamilton Radio.
Oh wow.
if that's something you guys are interested in.
Yeah.
We could talk about that after the show.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You know, so just so you can start, if you want to push her for YouTube. A lot of people watch
Yeah.
YouTube, so that would be something. That'd be her first video. She'd promote the hell out of that too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I mean, I have plenty of ideas. I've had times where I thought I was gonna do a music video, and then like a week before, something happens, or you know, things like that. But I'm just trying to like make sure that the music is worthy of a music video.
Of
you know?
course. Well, we'll let you know that too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it is. You just want to paint your background for everyone
Mhm.
to be like, what does this song mean to you versus them?
Mhm.
What can they get out of this song versus what you wrote for?
Yeah.
Like a lot of heartbreak songs is supposed to be like you grow stronger from it.
Mhm.
A lot of, you know, depressive songs is you grow stronger from it. So it's mostly you want to make sure you paint a picture where it's both ways, and it always makes them feel positive at the ending. Because
Yeah.
if something is depressing, nobody's going to watch. I mean, people are going to watch it, but we're all going to get depressed from it. Then we're going to have to switch to something funny or happy because we're going to just be
Yeah.
listening to depressive music.
Mhm.
And sometimes that can draw the eye and start it, but you want to have them continue to focus and watch you versus
Yeah.
the depressing track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just to get your voice out there.
Mhm.
I have a Charity Bowen Giovanelli.
Yeah.
You guys know her?
Giovanelli.
Yes. She said, hi, hey girl, and do a video, girl. So
Okay.
I think she's pursuing you to do a music video
Thanks,
as well.
Chair.
And she said, so cool. I'm proud of you.
Aw,
So
thank you.
Does she want to call in? Does anybody want to call in? If anybody wants to call in to speak to Kennedy, the phone number is 609-807-2492. Again, the number is 609-807-2492. Operators are standing by. I have to say that my dad loves
Yeah.
it. He's right there. He's perfect. So let's talk more about your new album that you're releasing. So we said
Girl
it's
Lady.
in, yes. So it's in the air right now because we're still finishing the tracks and publishing and like making sure everything
Yeah.
sounds good. Do you know how many tracks you're looking for on this one?
When I map it out, it's always between like 12 and 10. So I want to cut the fat. Like just what I need to say, here it is. I don't need any extra tracks that sound alike, that are iffy, like only the best of the best.
Okay, and we have a
There
phone
you are.
caller.
Oh, cool.
Thank you so much. You're on the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
I'm Linda Welch. I'm from Millville, New Jersey, and I'm calling to say I love Kennedy Shaw's music.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I love the show.
Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Like, again, I want to say I love her songs.
I do
Have a
too.
good night.
Do
All
you
right.
have one you want to request for her? Does she know a song?
I can't think of one.
I'll pick one for you if you
Love
can.
Love is hungry. Love is hungry.
Okay.
All right, we'll play
Thank
that for
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got another caller. This is your time to shine. Hi. Thank you for calling the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
I'm Will Johnson, and I'm from New Jersey.
All right, did you have a question for Kennedy?
Yeah, my question is, what inspired you to write music about feminism?
Okay, that's a good one. Thank you, Will. I
Take the floor. You're a
I
celebrity.
think I started writing music about feminism because I think being a young girl when you play, even in just coffee shops when you start, you see what holds people back, especially women who are oppressed, and then hearing things on the news. Growing up, you just hear these things, especially when as I'm growing up, ever since I can remember, you hear a lot of like scandalous things that are happening that really need to be addressed, and I feel like not a lot of people on the radio say anything about it. So I kind of wanted
so
to address
songs
it.
like address it.
That
more than
address,
anything.
yeah, instead of avoiding it or even trying to find the good in it, just saying this is what's happening and it needs to be addressed now, you know, and not shying away from problems like what's happening with the harassment issues in the workplaces and things like that.
There's
Thank
no
you.
songs about that. No, there really isn't.
Yeah.
There's no songs about being harassed at workplaces or anything. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but it's really true.
That's what Heavy is about. There was a lot of girls. Well, it's about several things, but what I think it can relate to a lot is a lot of girls in my high school. They'd feel pressure to like do sexual things with people to get up in an industry or to to be popular or to do certain, things like that.
Yes, and that's our world too. That's Hollywood.
Yeah, that's
completely.
how it is.
Yeah.
And even in high school, like, to be popular, you need to do this, this, and this.
Or you feel like you have to conquer so much to get up there, or you
Yeah.
want to be an A-lister.
Yeah.
I know, I understand that completely. It's never
Yeah.
gonna happen, but because I would never do any of that stuff at all.
Yeah, but I think more than anything, I was seeing a lot of people that I loved about feeling the pressure of even just high school things along those lines.
Yes. Oh, we have another phone caller. Hi, thank you for calling the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
Yes, my name is Gay Taylor. I am from Millville, New Jersey.
And you have a
And-
question for Kennedy?
I'm sorry?
You have a question for Kennedy?
Yes, I'd like to know if she remembers the song called Don't Fence Me In.
Yes, I do, Mama.
I love when family calls.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you, honey. Everything's fantastic. And I love Danny.
Thank you. I love you too.
Bye-bye, Danny.
Thank you
Bye,
so
Kennedy.
much.
Bye, Mama.
I love you.
Oh my God, she's the sweetest. I just got loved by someone. I feel so loved. I appreciate it. And that's amazing. You said it was your aunt, right?
Oh.
Oh, we have another phone call. Hi, thank you for calling the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from? Hello? Hello?
Oops.
They hung up? Okay. Sound like a recording. Maybe they recalled. Okay. You said it was your aunt, right? The Bowen Gina
Yeah.
Bali. She said, please play "Taking It Easy."
Oh, goodness.
You've
All
got-
these songs that I didn't practice. Thanks, family.
I'm sorry. They love you so much. I guess these are their favorite songs.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. May or may not take you up on that, but if I don't because I didn't practice it and I don't want to look dumb, I will definitely play it when I have my next show locally, which is going to be, I have March 2nd, Groove Ground in New Jersey, and I have April 28th at Bogarts.
Where's Bogarts?
Millville, New Jersey.
Oh, Milver. Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't know where that is.
Hometown. Nobody does.
And even my manager, they're like, "Where's Millville?" I'm like, "I have no idea. I've never heard of it."
They have a cute little art scene. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's a few cute little places to start out. And I mostly want to keep playing in Philly. Like, I've been playing in Philly a little bit. I have a show in New York soon. And I'm kind of trying to shy away from just playing close to home, but family loves it. So once in a
course.
while, I'll always do something
And you
for
want to
them.
definitely do it. And they said deal. All right. And I was going to say, oh, we have a phone caller. Phone caller. Thank you for calling the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Tora. I'm from Vineland.
Hi.
Hello.
Did you have a question or a comment for Kennedy?
A comment is your music is absolutely wonderful and one of the most original things I think I've ever heard. And my question would be, are you inspired by other things happening in today's society? Like, how does that translate into your music?
I think I'm affected a lot for the most part just because I don't know, how can I explain it? I've never been on the radio before. I'm nervous.
You're getting a lot of callers.
I know I am.
I've never called in.
But thank you so much. I love you. But what I was going to say is I think a lot of things upset me, especially concerning feminism and like racial injustice and things like that. And it just hurts. It like really hurts to see a lot of my friends and loved ones struggle with these issues, and it becomes personal for me. So once it becomes personal and I let it sit, then I feel like I have no other choice but to talk about it. If that answers your question at all.
Oh, definitely.
Okay,
Completely.
cool.
That's wonderful.
Did you have any other questions for Kennedy?
No, that'll be it.
Great.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a beautiful day.
That person wasn't my family.
That's good though, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good to an extent. No, it's good. It's
No,
good
it's
no
very
matter what.
good.
It's amazing good. And the person that was trying to call back, because I don't know what their number was,
Yes,
but they were
please.
calling with that.
I want to talk to you.
So, she wants to take callers now. It's her turn. Or do you want to do another song and then take callers? It's
Yeah,
totally
I'll
up
do
to
another
you.
song. But if the caller calls, I'm stopping in the middle.
Stop in the middle just to take the caller. That's so sweet.
Okay, let's see what I can do. So this is a newer song, and I wrote it because I got my license recently, and I got lost on the way home from my boyfriend's house, and it was really dark, and I was really scared, and then I had to call him to pick me up, and then I had to call my parents because the battery of my car died.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it was just like, it was a hard time. It's called Magic. I get lost on the way home. It was symbolic to say the least. I've been trying to just dip my toes, but fell head first in your Calvary. I'm not sure, who knows, I burned your battery, but I will keep trying, calling the infantry. And your magic, your magic, your magic every time. Your magic, that magic that makes me stay and compromise. Make me stay and compromise. Don't play me for some fool. I know you drew for the redhead. I'm not always on your mind. If you come looking, I'll be at Quinn's again. How convenient your phone died. I'm sure, yes, this time I've had enough of you till you sing your voodoo song. Then maybe I'll see it through, because I've been wasting away for what feels like years till you come, you plant all the white roses here. Then your magic, your magic, your magic every time. Your magic, some magic makes me stay and compromise. Makes me stay and compromise. You make me stay and compromise. Make me stay and compromise. Thank you.
Like I said, your vocals. I also get some Lorde vibes. Do you like Lorde?
I love Lorde. I just listened to her new, not very
That's
new,
why.
but yeah, I recently listened to Melodrama, and I was listening to Melodrama like hours before I wrote the song. I love her.
I got a lot of vibes from Lorde.
I
Like
never
when you were
liked
playing.
her. I never listened to her. I thought she was just like overrated until I listened to Melodrama, and like
And they're, like,
it changed
addicted.
my life.
Do you like Melanie Martinez?
I haven't listened much, a little bit. Like if I hear a song, like when I'm scrolling on my Tumblr feed, I will listen to
Your
it,
Tumblr.
but that's it.
Yeah, and it's mostly like with the situation of when you hear some songs, is there a certain chorus or a certain something in that song that speaks out to you that you wish you can make it yours? I know like you can't,
Yeah.
but like you want to change it and make it yours.
Yeah, totally. A lot of times. And I feel like if a song doesn't have that blast off or that shift, then like what's the point?
Exactly. And you got to
Yeah.
find something catchy with it too, like a
Mhm.
catchy chorus. Because the easiest thing I feel like when we all listen to music is we try to catch the chorus before we learn the verses.
Mhm.
Like I like country a lot,
Mhm.
so I'll listen to every single country song and just learn the choruses, and then I'll be like, but I don't know the verses, and then I
Yeah.
gotta re-listen to it. I know the whole chorus, but the verses
Yeah.
take time.
And getting something stuck in somebody's head is kind of a skill you have to master, and I think that's why I appreciate, like I was talking about, like the hip hop R&B music a lot. Like once they have that sample or that loop or something, you have it and you know it, and even when you're not having the song on, you're like subconsciously playing it in your head.
Where can people find you? Like all your social
oh
media.
yeah, So my Instagram is makeoutgrrl, like in reference to Bikini Kill when it was Riot Girl, Makeout Girl. And then you can find me on Facebook. I don't post much on there, but if I have a show, I always put the date. I don't know, Kennedy Shaw, just look me up. And I have music on Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, all of that good stuff, YouTube.
Google Play,
everything you can think of, iHeartRadio, everything. It's there. Just look up my name and Make Out Machine. I also have a song called Forget About It that I have a band with. I didn't plan on playing it today, but you should check it out. That's what I'm trying to promote most right now. And
you had a band?
I had a studio band come and back me. I wrote all of the parts besides the drum, but yeah, I had a band come in. It was really
they helped
cool.
you like record it and stuff?
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to play bass, but I don't trust myself with it too much. So I had a bassist come in, and then I had a drummer come in. His name was Adam. I forget his last name, but he's amazing.
Shout out to Adam. Amazing.
Shout out to Adam. You're amazing, and I love your hair.
And who are all the people on your album? Like, if you wanted to do a shout out for everyone that was.
Oh, everybody that's helped me.
Make Out Machine.
Make Out Machine was really just me and Bob, Jeff's ghost, and my parents. Like, it was really just us.
Shout out to the parents.
Shout out to my parents. Like, they sat in with me, they gave me their opinions, and it was the perfect first thing to put out for someone who had no idea how to do it. You know, like, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing, but I think putting it out and seeing that at least some people have something to listen to now that I actually know what I want to do with my music.
Did you feel as if when you were recording that also, like as a 15-year-old or 16-year-old, you felt frustrated and very, like it was very complicated for you, or you were annoyed of that situation?
Of the boy situation?
Of just writing it.
Writing it,
like you wanted to make it perfect, but it didn't sound perfect, so it was like a situation where it was like...
At the time, I don't think I cared. I think I was in a state of like, I hate this. I'm doing this for me because I hate the way I feel. And I was really angsty and like edgy. But now I think I'm more frustrated because I'm more frustrated because I want to be good in the music sense. I want to take the emotion that I had before and like match it with skill. So I'm trying my best to do that, and that's why the album's taking so long.
No, it's amazing though. Your voice is amazing for everything you're doing. I mean, I give you props for everything.
Thank you so much.
Like, I love having you here today. I really do.
Thank you. And this is so cool. I've never done something like this.
I know, and I'm glad. I also have to thank Brianna Baca.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's tuning in, but thank you, Brianna, for this. Thank you so much for this. And I mean, we have a few more minutes left. I told you it's almost 8 o'clock.
Oh wow! I feel like that.
I told you. She's so interested on talking and stuff, but I was going to say for everything that you're like learning and stuff, so we have your future. You want to get this done. This is your top priority right now. What is your next goal after that? Set some goals for yourself that you can conquer.
Well, so much is happening. I'm going to college in the fall, and after Girl Almighty, I'm hoping it will get the, what's the word?
Airplay?
Yeah, and I'm hoping it will get the recognition that I think it's going to deserve. I think this is really going to be a masterpiece once I get it the way I want it to be. And once it's out, I'm just going to try to play in the city as much as I can. I'm moving to Philly, so I'm going to be playing in Philly and maybe New York and just keep on pushing. Like, I don't really know how I'm going to do it yet, but I've never really known how I was going to do it.
When you release it, come back here.
Yeah, I will.
Like, that's just a plus. Like, that needs to happen.
yeah, maybe like a week before or after it releases, we can like have another little.
Yeah, of course, for Airplay or something.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do it, like the day. Well, depends what day. If you're like, oh, we have a caller.
Oh, let's take it.
Okay. Yes. Hi. Thank you for calling the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
This is Greg from Millville, New Jersey.
All right,
Gregory.
Did you have a question or comment for Kennedy?
Yeah, what keeps you motivated to keep writing your music?
That's a good question.
That's good. I think I'm most motivated by, I don't know, I think sometimes you have like, do you know when you really have to eat a burger? And you just really have to have it?
I'm a vegetarian.
My mom's a vegan. But like, but you know what I mean, that feeling where you really just have to have it.
So we both can't have that burger then. That's what happened, Candace.
And I just felt like I've always really had to have that burger that was playing music.
Is it like something pulling at you?
Yeah,
inside
I can't explain it. It's just something, it's something like when you love somebody that's like your soulmate, you know, and you just have to be with that person. I think that's how I am with music. And once I realized people liked it, then it was cool because I do it for myself, but like my friends are so supportive and loving and my family is so supportive and loving. It kind of just like made me feel like, hey, maybe I could actually be good at this.
I feel like another situation is your keyboard is a big part of it too. So it's like you and your keyboard.
Yeah. This
so
is my
it's
husband.
Like she married a keyboard. She married Amos.
Amos, yeah.
Did you have any other questions, Greg?
No, that's it.
All right, thank you so much for calling.
No problem. Bye.
I love him.
Is that your boyfriend?
No.
Oh.
No, that's my really good friend. My boyfriend called and gave a fake name because he wanted to act like he didn't know me.
Oh, he was the one before.
He was Will Johnson, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you knew.
Yeah, I
and
know.
he gave you a good question to make you really think about what you were going to say, so that's really good.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
throwing you off on the spot versus you wouldn't even know anything.
Mhm.
And we were going to get another caller, so make sure they call back before because we had 2 callers that were trying to call.
Oh my goodness, I'm very popular
You
today.
are. I don't know how many callers you had. I'm supposed to like.
Please call me again.
You've gotten so many callers.
911, call me sometime.
She's so popular and famous right now. She doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So, a couple of the songs that you were, what's your like top 5 of your favorite songs?
Not mine, other songs.
Your songs.
My songs I've written.
Yeah.
They fluctuate. I feel like they're kind of like their own little people. Like they're like play me or like, you know, like it's not really up to me at that point. It's just whatever wants to come through. So, I think
Well, the ones that speak to you more than
yeah.
anything.
Yeah. I love my song Control Center. That's the opening song off of Makeout Machine. And I have my times when I don't love it, but I think that if I was to do like a remix or something of it, it'd be really cool. It's different than anything else I've ever written. I love Makeout Machine, even though I don't play it out anymore because it makes me really sad when I play it. But I think I needed that song to be in my life more than
Why does it
anything.
make you sad?
Just because I think, I mean, obviously I'm not heartbroken or anything anymore, and it was just like a little kid
But it was
heartbreak.
past. Okay.
But it was like, it was really deep. I think that's the first time I've ever felt like that angst, heartbreak feeling, and so it makes me a little sad to like, that was like a point in my life when I was still a kid, but something changed after that, you know?
Yeah, versus that situation. Plus,
Mhm.
like I said, maturity,
Yeah.
puberty, like all that stuff changes, and it makes you different.
Yeah.
Definitely, probably sound different because you said when
Yeah.
you were
And
with the.
That was
the
a
vocal
terrible
teacher.
time, but also like the best time in my life at the
Well,
same
did your
time.
voice crack a lot?
Yeah.
Did you feel like? See, that
Yeah.
would be frustrating for me.
Yeah, my voice cracked, and every day, like in that time I made the song Makeout Machine, when I was perfecting it, I would come home and talk to my mom about my feelings and like ride my bike. Oh, cool.
Oh, we have another caller. Perfect. Hi, thank you for calling the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Melody, and I'm from Port North, New Jersey.
All right, thank you so much for calling. Did you have a question or comment for Kennedy?
Yes, I just wanted to ask her what advice would she give to young people who feel the need and desire to express themselves through their music, through some kind of music.
Awesome. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melody.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. But I think what I would tell young people is, I think I mentioned something like this before. Expressing yourself is great. Do it for yourself. Don't do it because you want to look cool for the boy in your school. Don't do it for any other reason besides you have to do it. And if it's not for that reason, it's a waste of time. You know? Do it for yourself and, ooh, another phone call.
Feel accomplished with it, right?
Yeah, and feel accomplished and feel good.
All right, thank you so much for calling. Hi, thank you for calling the DJ Jenny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
Hi, this is Aaron Dunfer from Millville.
Hi.
Did you
And,
have a...
um,
Go on.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know what song is her favorite to perform live, and I love her.
I love you. Thank you. I think my favorite song right now to perform live is Magic. I messed it up at a show a few days ago, and I felt really terrible, so I've been practicing it a lot.
You played it here.
Yeah, but when I played it here, I just love the last verse. It makes me, like, feel really good. You know, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burst of attention.
Yeah. I love that song.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
What's your favorite song,
You're
Garrett?
welcome.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite song?
I really like Makeup Machine, but also I really like your entrance that you played the other day.
Thank you so much. You can find it on Bandcamp.
Yeah, I was listening.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, Eric.
You're welcome.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye.
It's Aaron?
Yeah,
I've
it's
been calling
Aaron.
him Eric.
Yeah, I know.
Is he one of your friends?
No, but I met him at. Well, we're kind of friends. I follow him on Instagram. He follows me,
Well,
and
let
he
him
comes
know.
to the shows.
I'm sorry. I called him the wrong name on the internet radio.
Yeah, he listens to my music. He's my friend.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. What song were you looking to close with today? So we can play 4 of your songs.
Ooh. Let's see.
What's a good closing song? Or do your
Yeah.
parents have a request? Let's do a parent request. What's your favorite song? Oh, wait, we have another caller. Want to take
Let's
one more
take
call?
it. One more call.
Okay. You take it.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
Alyssa from Millville, New Jersey.
Hi, Alyssa. What's your question?
I was wondering, like, where did you, like, see yourself as, like, progressing rather than, like, I don't know how to, like, word it, but, like, where did you see yourself, like, finally make to, like, the sound that you want to make?
Thank you. I love that question. I really am winging it at this point and just trying my best. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I've always had, like, a push of really wanting to make the music I want. I think listening to other music I love, like, yeah, Flower Boy, that album, Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper, just, like, music that makes me feel like this is beautiful, and I want to make something that beautiful. And Tori Amos's Boys for Pele, Little Earthquakes, so many good albums make me inspired and just a constant push. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing because, like, it's worked out so far.
And she loves it. She loves where she's at.
Thank you. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
All right. What song did you guys want to request?
That's what I was going to play anyway.
Is that a good way to close?
Yeah, that's a good closer.
Oh, one more question before we close. So promote your show that you have coming up and yourself, and then you can close.
Okay.
We'll play this.
I have a few shows coming up. March 2nd at Groove Ground in New Jersey. April 28th at Bogarts in New Jersey. And May 4th, I'm going to be in New York City. And that's the certain ones that I have so far. I think I'm forgetting March 23rd at Bogarts too. And you can listen to my music on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that good stuff. Just look up Kennedy Shaw and maybe like type in a song like Makeout Machine or Forget About It, and you'd be able to find it. And go on Instagram and follow me at Makeout GRRL. And Snapchat is KIKI Pizza 7 because I made it when I was in 7th grade.
You can send that to me on Messenger because I'm not going to be able to remember that Snapchat.
Yeah, I hated saying that out loud. Okay. This is my song, Heaven. Pour on me, dear fate, like the rain. I think you're my ally. From now on, slow dance song in libraries, wasting words and gas money. Heaven is being with you. I'm like, okay, darling. Heaven is being with you. I'm like, oh my God. Heaven is being with you. Do you think you'll regret this in the morning? I never know myself enough to say I'm naive, but so are you, and that's okay by me. Heaven is being with you. I'm like, okay, darling. Heaven is being with you, no matter where we are in heaven. It's being with you when you are smiling. Heaven is being with you on a peaceful, quiet, silent night. Is this how it should feel? I found a friend, some kindred spirit. Now I realize love's appeal. I don't want the night to end, but when it does, I can't ever sleep at all. Pour on me, dear fate, like the rain. I think you're my ally from now on. Thank you.
That's a great way to end. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you
much
guys
fun.
for coming as well.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Everybody, make sure you guys tune in to Andrew Butcher next week. Have a beautiful day.